Just talk about getting through that game on Saturday. I mean, obviously, everybody's kind of banged up at this stage of the season, but just how tough was that for you physically?
We had a great game plan going in, and just had to do my job, execute it well at the best of our ability, and I feel like we did that on the O-line. We got some good yards running. Obviously, it wasn't completely clean. They had a good defensive front. They did a lot of movement, so it was definitely a big technique day. But I was proud of our outcome, with how many rushing yards we had, and so I think overall it was a great game for us up front.
How fun was it as an offensive line to finish the game the way you did, kind of just running it even when they knew you were going to run it?
Yeah, I mean, it's important that you have that aspect in your game because, a closer game, it depends on where the clock is. You could really you may have to rely on a first down running the ball. So it's just I think it's reassuring to see that we have that capability, and when it really comes down to it in a tight game and we need that, we can lean on us to do it. So
what stands out about Utah?
I mean, Utah's always big and physical. Coach Whittingham always has a great team. Recruits great guys and gets them right. I have nothing but respect for them for what they've done the last few years, and so this is a big game, and you cannot come into it thinking anything else, but you have to play your best. So.
When you were defending yours, do you have to overcompensate for that? Like, do you change anything technique-wise?
No, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a lot better now. I just, everything comes down to technique. If you don't do the technique and you try and do something else, you'll see bad results in the field. So I do what I'm coached, and it helps me out however I feel. So
has it been an adjustment, playing with your right foot or leg half taped up?
A little bit, It's a little weird, but I got used to it. I've been practicing with it a lot, and it's helped me out. And I feel great going into games. So.
What type of statement do you feel like this team can make the first game against a ranked opponent this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's another away game. It's going to be a loud stadium, and so I think we do have a lot to prove. A little redemption for the Oregon State game. I think now that we have kind of that atmosphere under our belt, I think that we can perform a lot better and execute a lot better. So I'm excited to see how we respond compared to the last big away game.
In the first half against Oregon State, there were so many of those plays that really got down in the play clock. What did the offense learn from those moments that can translate this week?
Yeah, I mean it's tough to always simulate an away crowd, in practice, and so it definitely you gotta appreciate everything, and we did appreciate that first half and learning how to properly communicate when you can't hear the guy next to you. So we did value that game, and then going forward, hopefully we can do a lot better in communication.
Utah's a good defense who had a bad week. How do you put that into context when you're kind of scouting them?
Repeat that?
Utah's a good defense, but they had kind of a rough week last week. How do you put that into context when you're scouting them and preparing for them?
Yeah, I mean, obviously UCLA came out and they executed a game plan. You can't focus on that. You just got to look at what they do, the tendencies from the games going forward, and learn from it, and then see how you can attack them. So.
The last few seasons, you guys had really a difficult time gaining 1 yard at times. What are you guys doing better this year that's allowing you guys to? It seems like it's almost impossible to stop you guys.
Yeah, I mean, credit to all the guys on the starting 11, but also Coach Riley and Coach Henson. They give us a good game plan. They give us good plays to run, and obviously Coach Henson gives us great technique to perform that play, and I think that does make the difference. We're just more technically sound than years past, and you can see it on the field.
Truly is tied for the nation lead in sacks. Just going up against him over years in practice, what is it that makes him so tough to stop?
Yeah, I mean, it's no surprise that he is where he's at. You could tell all spring ball, all fall camp, he was going to be something special this year. And those are reps that you have to appreciate because it's not every time that Thule comes around you get to go against that, an NFL talent. So it makes us better as an O-line, and obviously you're seeing him do incredible things on the field.
Travis has converted every single 3rd and 4th and short so far this year. Can you just talk about, from the back's point of view, what do the backs have they're able to do that so consistently?
Yeah, I mean, they're intelligent players. They're really experienced. They're patient. At running back, and O-line, you know, it's kind of, you got to be quick, but also patient at the same time to see what the defense is doing. And they do a good job of keeping that patience and then attacking when they get their chance. So I think you can see that on the field.
Thanks, Justin.
Thank you.
Thanks, Justin.